I'm Andrea, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite moves to do if you can't make it into the studio and you would like to do some moves at home. You can follow along. First of all, take some nice calming breaths in and out, thinking about the inhale and the exhale being equal in length. You could count to 3 or 4, whatever you prefer. And then notice the pauses at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. So you inhale, pause, exhale, pause before you take the next breath in. And then we'll come to lay on our backs. So just gently come to your back and you can bend your legs right away. Lift your arms up over your head onto the floor behind you and lift your hips up at the same time. That's your inhale. Inhale fully and then exhale, slowly lower your hips down and your arms down. And we'll go back and forth like that a few times. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, lowering. Really feel your upper back getting a nice pressure onto the floor. It's almost like a little bit of a massage right at the upper vertebrae of the thoracic spine. And then you can bring your knees up toward your chest, hold your kneecaps, rock side to side. And then roll over onto your side, come up to your hands and your knees, and we'll do cat-cow. Inhaling and lifting up, widening your collarbones apart and your shoulders apart. And then exhaling, rounding, tucking your chin, tucking your tail. Go back and forth with your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, lift and widen. Exhale, round and tuck. And then come to neutral spine. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up as high as they can go toward the ceiling, and then straighten your legs as best as they can. Heels do not have to touch the floor, but they're reaching toward the floor for downward facing dog. And start to pedal your heels up and down a few times. Bend your legs again, very slowly down onto your mat. Wide knees, big toes touch. Sit back into child's pose. Forehead can come to the mat. And then back up to hands and knees. Thread the needle. Take your left arm up, look up at your left hand for a nice little twist, and then exhale your left arm behind your right to come to lie on your left shoulder and side of your head. And then we'll do the other side, back to neutral. Feel the difference that you just made on that side. And lift your right arm up. Inhale, look up at your right hand. Exhale, slide it through and rest on this side of your body. And then back to hands and knees. We're gonna go onto our backs again and do a nice little gentle hip stretch. Figure 4, or otherwise known as reverse pigeon. Cross one ankle over your opposite knee. Keep your ankle straight. One good way to do that is to flex your foot. This will protect your knee. And you just gently pull your legs in toward your body a little bit more as you're gently engaging the muscles. And then switch sides. Notice if one side is tighter than the other. And you're gently, with the strength of your muscles, moving your knee open to the side. And then lower your feet down. Take your feet wide onto the mat and windshield wiper. One knee down toward the opposite ankle, just back and forth. And then straighten your legs out. Let them flop out to the sides, arms flop out to the sides, palms face up. You can even lift your heart up a little bit more if that feels good to you. And just rest for a few breaths in Shavasana. Continuing to focus on your breathing. Stay here as long as feels good. And when you're ready, bend your legs, roll over to your side, press yourself up with your hands and arm strength. Come back to seated, bring your hands in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Bring your thumbs to touch your sternum. Be grateful for your bodies and your health. And I wish you all a beautiful day. Namaste.